Good morning and welcome to the Senior Hour, which is sponsored by Comfort Keepers In-Home Care and Advanced Audiology. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host,
Dr. Jean Dorio,
on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. This is a show for, about, and by seniors, giving information to enhance one's quality of life. And our first guest this morning is Robin Clow. She's the volunteer coordinator for the Santa Clarita Valley Senior Center. How are you, my love? It's good to see you.
Oh, it's so good to see you, Barbara and Jean. It's wonderful to be here.
That's right. Now,
welcome,
what
Robin.
are we going to talk about today?
There's so much. It's where to begin. I would like to, the number one question we at the Senior Center get asked is what's happening with the new Senior Center. So I would like to update everybody on that, as well as volunteer opportunities and the importance of volunteers. And maybe you'd like to hear of some upcoming activities.
Absolutely.
Good.
Okay, start.
All right.
Yes.
Well, to begin with, I know our community is very excited about getting a new senior center. And it is going to become a reality with the help of this wonderful, generous community that we have here. The land was generously donated.
Wow.
And we're very grateful to the city and the county. They each donated $3 million. So we are just can't express how grateful we are for their generosity.
Well, wait a minute. So that's $3 million?
$3 million each, so it's $6 million.
$6 million.
And we need another $3 million.
Oh, now, is this to build?
To build the new center, to break ground and get it going.
Okay, but the land is free.
The land was
donated.
kindly donated, yes.
Okay.
So we are good to
Are we
to move
allowed
ahead.
to
Donate?
say who donated the land? Or do
It
you
was
know?
the developer of the Five Knolls community, that new subdivision up on Golden Valley and Newhall Ranch
Yes.
Road.
I drive by it frequently.
Yes, so it's a beautiful location, and we were just thrilled when they offered to do that for us. So everything's lined up, and but we are going to be starting our public campaign in the next few weeks. And that's where we want to entreat this wonderful community to help support us and make financial contributions. We need to raise $3 million. And we would like them to support this effort. And that way we can better serve even many, many more seniors by having this new senior center. So if that is the case, we anticipate breaking ground sometime in April.
Oh, that's
You're
soon.
So,
Great.
and
April
moving
of next year?
Yes, April of next year, and early 2018, moving in. So it is a reality, but we need the community, and I know they will come through for us because nobody cares more about seniors than the Santa Clarita Valley.
So you're talking about 8 months of building.
Yes.
Putting the pipes in, the roads in, the walls up.
The walls up. Right. So we're going to break ground, and it's just going to be so exciting. It's a reality. Finally, we will have a senior center that is worthy of our senior centers. It's going to be a very high-tech center. Everybody will be wanting to come here and benefit. They won't even know that they are reaping the benefits of quality of life by coming, because we have so many things like the cyber cafe where they can socialize, have a time to chat, read, play games, a state-of-the-art kitchen, a fitness center. Wow. Computer rooms, even medical support in our new building. People who will need medical advice, we will be providing that. Our dining room will be expanded to serve about 350 people. So, as I said, we are bursting at the seams here, and now we will have room to serve everybody. There's even going to be a beautiful outdoor venue where we can have concerts, all kinds of programs outdoors, maybe some senior weddings.
Happens every day, doesn't it, over there?
And a putting green. And as you walk in that area, there's going to be like a beautiful lounge. And it's similar to what you might see in Yosemite. kind of a rustic lodge type of feel. So it's a feeling of comfort and just everything that you could possibly imagine for a new senior center. I think people are going to be flocking there because of all of the services and resources and just what's going to be available there.
Okay, now, will you be keeping open the current senior center?
That actually belongs to the county, but we anticipate keeping it open for a while just as we make that transition. So it will be open. We will have some services offered there for a while, and we'll get people used to the new transportation system that need to come from this area. So we want to make sure that everybody feels comfortable with this transition, and then once that happens, then we will probably just have the new center.
Phase it out. Yeah.
Right.
So it won't have a swimming pool.
No, it will not. I believe the YMCA will be moving right across the way. We'll even have a special walkway to the Y, and we anticipate working with them, perhaps using their pool, because there's nothing better, as you know, Barbara, for
water aerobics.
than water aerobics.
It's the best thing in the world.
Best thing for you.
No doubt
Everybody
about it.
should be doing that.
But if there's someone out there who wants to donate the building of a pool to the senior center, would they be reluctant to put that into their plans?
I doubt if they would be reluctant to do that. We would
So
even name the pool after them.
We're putting that word out there.
Yes, put the word out there. I'm not sure how the land could support that, but we would figure out a way, I'm sure. If not through using some of the YMCA. I'm not sure how that would work, but we would definitely be a great consideration for us if that were to be donated.
That's incredible.
But you can make donations. For example, there will be bricks that you can buy for a certain amount if you want to name a room or even the building, depending on what you can contribute. It could be the Jean and Barbara Senior Center.
I'll write my check for $3 million right now.
All right.
So, but in order to really staff, though, a new senior center, you're going to need more volunteers.
Yes, we will definitely need more volunteers. We'll be providing a lot more services. So I'm going to be very busy recruiting. And again, I know this community will step up. I mean, I'm so moved, especially during this holiday season. I'm getting calls from all different types of people, from the schools, the scouts, individuals saying, what can we do to help you? And what can we do to bring joy and cheer to the seniors? So it's just very heartwarming to
right
know
now,
what this community.
Most of your seniors, most of the volunteers, many of them are seniors. So you're definitely asking for them to continue to come out, and even more of them we hope will come out.
Yes.
But it's the younger ones who are in our community maybe listening to the show, that need to find a place also at our new senior center. Maybe even come to the senior center now and get a flavor of it. So when you transition over to the new senior center, we'll say, hey, here's the difference, and this is what else we can do.
Exactly. Yes.
Now let me ask you something. I've been working on the Celebrity Waiter Dinner fundraiser.
Thank you, Barbara.
Yes, and it's exciting. It really is. We've got all kinds of things going on. But now, will the new senior center be able to accommodate a fundraiser like that?
I believe it will. I believe it will be similar to the Hyatt, our dining room area. So I believe we will be able to have a lot of in-house major events and fundraisers.
Or literally outhouse fundraisers where people can rent it out. Even.
Exactly. It'll be a beautiful venue for people to rent as well.
Well, so you say that the capability of feeding 350. That would be a sizable fundraiser.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because not many of our fundraisers that we put on up here at the Hyatt exceed 350.
Right.
Not very many of them do.
Right, and this will be brand new, state of the art. I mean, it's just going to be gorgeous.
That's exciting.
And then if you put a pool out there, where we're thinking about writing that check, then you can have a pool party for 350 people.
That's right, a dive-in movie.
There you go. That's good.
Wow, that's incredible. That is such exciting news.
But you need the volunteers.
We need the volunteers, and we need the funding. We're so close. Everything's lined up. We just need this last bit of funding. So we would, just greatly appreciate if the community would think of us and think of the seniors who deserve something like this.
Well, in your latest article, you put in there that the Senior Center needs funds.
Oh, yeah. That was not so much an article. That was a personal letter that I wrote to my email list asking for donations to the advisory council, who was under the umbrella of the Senior Center, because we have to make sure that as the board is raising funds for the project right now, that the services that the Senior Center is providing don't get too thin. And that sometimes, with county government and state government and federal government, this sometimes becomes a problem. So the advisory council, we sent out a letter, and it was under my name to see if we can get some funding available. And it's all, a 501c3, so it's a tax deductible. But we need to make sure that people who have problems at home, that the shower bars and things like that. That we are able to continue to provide that service for them.
And that's critical, too.
That's what Senior Center, that's the job of the Senior Center.
Right. And we greatly appreciate the Advisory Council for helping to fill any gaps that we might have. So, because we do want to maintain this Senior Center and make it just as high a quality as we possibly can in the interim. So, we do appreciate the Advisory Council filling in any little gaps that we might have.
Yeah, one of the things that you provide these activities, and there's a whole slew of things that are going on at the Senior Center. But one of the more one project you started a while ago, but has now continued and come to fruition, is bingo.
Yes.
Surprisingly, most places do pretty good with bingo, but surprisingly at our Senior Center, it has made a huge difference in terms of participation.
It has. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Every first and third Thursday of the month, from 2:00 to 5:00, people come in on buses and driving in from all over to participate in our bingo. We have refreshments. We have a Powerball, which is about $150. Sometimes we have several of them that somebody might win. But that also serves as a fundraiser in addition to big winnings for the people who come in and participate. So it's fun.
Fundraising, but it's fun.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's the important part that people tend to, goes over people's heads most of the time.
Yes, and Tess Carlos and Ray, some of our bingo callers are so much fun too. They have interesting little facts. I think Ray is always talking about the smallest city and how it has 2 traffic stops or whatever. There's a lot of humor, and Tess has a beautiful singing voice, so she can treat us with that voice now and then. So it's a lot more than bingo, but everybody has fun and enjoys it, and it helps the Senior Center at the same time.
That's right.
Big shout out to Nancy and Roland
Pacheco for doing that, and Fountain
starting
Glen
it all up.
for donating the bingo equipment to us. We're very grateful.
Well, it gets seniors out.
Yes.
Away from that one little room that they sit in and watch television all day.
Right.
And that's the critical need.
Right. Just something to get them out.
That's right.
Once they come through our doors, they are hooked because there's this opportunity to socialize. And the studies have shown that for quality of life, there's nothing more important than socialization.
That's right.
So even if they're coming in just to sit and do bingo, they will be interacting, and they will be with people around them.
They'll have no choice.
They'll have no choice.
Absolutely.
To yell bingo when they win. And
now, when they come in, do they sign in?
They sign in. It's $10, and that's for 10 games. And then you have the opportunity to try for the Powerball numbers, and also just outside of bingo, we have some raffles and door prizes that there's no charge for.
Well, now, when say you have new people coming in and maybe friends of these new people coming in, do you get their pertinent information so that you can recontact them and urge them to come back?
Actually, we have not. They are just signing in as just a formality of what we do there. But that's a very good idea, especially so that we can give them more information if they need it. If we're having a special event that day, they can spread the word to their friends. So that's a brilliant idea, Barbara.
Yeah,
we will start to do that.
Just have them put a telephone number down.
Yes, yes.
You know? And if you have volunteers, have them pick up the phone and call these people. Hey,
Right.
we're having this today.
Great.
Or we're having this tomorrow.
Great.
Would you like to join us?
And think when we get our new building, how many people can come for our bingo.
Well, you'll be cyber-induced already. I mean, this all should be going into a computer.
Right.
Everybody's names and
Right.
contacts.
It'd be easy to
Get a
just-
robocall. Don't forget bingo today.
No, not a robocall. A
Barbara call.
personal call.
A personal
There's
call. That makes a
nothing-
difference.
It really does. There's
You're right.
nothing better than the personal touch. It really,
Right.
it means more than you can imagine.
That's so true. And
Someone
that's
to
our
call.
philosophy at
Yeah.
the Senior Center, too. Everything is personal. We want to make it warm and friendly and a good experience for everyone there.
Yeah, like we care about you.
Yes.
Please
yes.
come and join us.
And if you've met all of our staff, you know we truly do.
Oh, yes.
And many of us are aging in place there. So it's really,
Well, you
Growing
have
roots.
I know several volunteers who volunteer there, you know? And I finally met Kevin, is that his name?
yes,
Kevin.
our executive director.
I finally met him, and I didn't know who he was. The last person I knew was
Rochelle.
Rochelle.
Yes.
And I knew that you had a new one, but I had never met him. And he
Yes.
was at the celebrity waiter meeting
Oh, good. good. Yeah.
yesterday, so I got a chance to meet him.
Yeah, he's just incredible, and he's got that philosophy of, whatever it takes to make our seniors get what they need. He sits down with them, he chats with them. He's got a good feel for everything that we do and our philosophy, and he comes from that type of an organization, and also with a business background. So we've got the best of both worlds, and he's just fantastic.
Well, that's wonderful because when I was introduced to him yesterday, we briefly talked because I told him about Russ. Essentially with Charles, and I never can think of that man's name. He was an aging senior, and the two of them and several other people in the community felt that we needed someplace for seniors to go. And that's how the Senior Center got started.
Right. You are the founders
right.
of our Senior
That's
Center.
right.
So I hope Russ knows what an impact he has had on the Senior Center and our entire community by initiating this center.
Well, I mentioned to Kevin that I would be sitting down and talking with him once we get, things calm
good,
down.
good.
So, and tell him a little bit about how the Senior Center got started.
Yes, our history and the evolution.
That's right.
Most
because
people don't know it, to be honest with you.
And the history is incredible. It really is.
It is. And can you imagine if Russ and you had not done that, if we had not had a Senior
wouldn't have
Center,
what we have.
what would be happening to these seniors come to the center every single day. It's the highlight of their life. And if you go there, it will be the highlight of your life, too, no matter what age you are. I know the volunteers definitely feel that way, that they get so much more out of it than they are giving, they feel, because they say that they are so tired, but they're good and tired.
That's
and there's
right.
no feeling
It's a good
like that.
tired
They go
feeling.
home and so happy that they have contributed to this wonderful cause. So
Yeah, well, I have friends who do the home delivered meals, ride around, and then another couple who work in packaging the food. And of course, delivering those home delivered meals is an experience in itself.
yes, it is.
Everyone needs to experience that because it's the feeling of a lifetime when you see a senior at the window waiting for you to bring that food, and she's waving
Yes.
and smiling, and grabbing hold of you when you walk in the door. It's an incredible feeling. It really is.
Yes, and we so appreciate these extraordinary volunteers, and thank you, Barbara, for doing that, because you know firsthand what that is like.
Absolutely, and you still do that. You deliver.
Oh
don't you?
yes, almost 300 meals every single day, Monday through Friday.
Incredible.
And that takes a
wonderful.
lot of volunteers to do that.
Yes,
We have
it
about
does.
300, close between 250 and 300 volunteers who come in and make all of this happen.
And then, of course, you have to make sure the foods are packaged.
Yes.
Which I have other friends who do that. Get up at 5:30 in the morning and get over there.
Yes, before the sun.
Right. That's
So,
right.
Well, I like your friends, Barbara. You hang around with a great group of people.
Well, most of them are Zonta members, too.
Oh, that explains
So,
it, yes.
And, Zonjans give back to the community.
They sure do, and they've
do.
always supported our senior
Oh,
center.
absolutely. Absolutely. And I think it's time to take a break and say goodbye to Robin.
So if they,
yes.
if anyone wants to get a hold of you at the senior center or anyone at the senior center, your phone number is
661-259-9444. And I personally am at extension 110, but depending on what department you need, we have all kinds of resources. If you know a senior who needs any type of service, contact us. And for volunteering and activities, you can contact me.
That's wonderful.
Great,
Thank you
Robin.
so
Thank
much,
you.
Robin.
Happy holidays.
Same
You too.
to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. G. Dorio, on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.